Hello, welcome back. Today's video is a Wednesday collaboration. The host of the challenge is Sab's Rehabs. She has amazing videos. I would go check her out if I were you. You can learn quite a lot over there. And while you subscribe to her, you can come on back here and subscribe to me. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this simple and easy project anybody can do. Long time no see. I do apologize for not posting at all. I have been super duper busy with holiday and family that was here, and I've definitely enjoyed spending lots of time with my niece, and we got a new nephew. He was born in December. There's just been a lot going on, so I finally am getting back to doing projects, and I'm very excited. This was one of the first ones back. This piece I found at a garage sale. The ladies there were wanting to sell it for $25, and it's beautiful and all. But I just couldn't see myself spending all that much. So I asked what they would take. They told me 10, and I said, yeah, that's a deal. So that's how I managed to get this piece. I really have no clue what I was gonna do with it. I sat on it for a while thinking, maybe a planter, but if you know me, I can't even keep aloe vera alive, so that was a no. And then I put it in the corner next to my entertainment center, and it held my dad's picture that he drew, and I think it just adds a little bit more character to that area, so I decided to keep it there. We have been baking and cooking loads of yummy treats. These are just a few of what we have been doing. We did chili, we've done tamales, we've done all sorts of yummy goodiness. We also did senior pictures for my sister-in-law, and we can't forget, my kids getting their pictures done. So I did tear up a bit watching my baby, my firstborn baby, taking pictures of her aunt, my baby sister-in-law. I have known her since she was 4, and she's just growing up so beautifully, and I am just so proud of her and what all the cool things that she can accomplish when she graduates. This next piece is a random piece. I think I found it for free. I actually cannot even remember where I got it from. But it is a solid piece of plywood. It's 12 by 24. I didn't know what to do with this piece either, and it's been sitting in my garage for months. And when I say months, I mean it. I kind of forgot it was there until we cleaned out our garage. If you live in the Tucson area, you should definitely try this new place called Unity. It's in the downtown Tucson, like by U of A and stuff. Super delicious, and me and my kids are slightly obsessed with boba. But we really enjoyed it, and yeah, go try it out. Not sponsored at all, just really good place.
begins to the paint. That's not really that far, but it's far, far away.
So I was sitting here because I really wanted to do this collab, and because I love Wednesday, I love, all things kind of dark and creepy, but I didn't know what items to do for this, and I wasn't even thinking about, this chair or that piece of wood or anything until I kind of just looked at it and I was like, you know what? That's something easy that I could do. It's small and it's a good kind of comeback video, and everybody can do something like this. So of course I have to go like all extreme, like I can do the spiderweb window, and I am not that great of an artist. So I was running through ideas, couldn't think of anything, and finally I just asked my daughter. I said, "Hey, what do you think I could do on that chair?" And she was like, "Paint it black." And I said, obviously. I said, "Anytime I get a chance to paint something black, like, I'm totally in." So then she said, "Put a bee on it." And I was like, "Huh?" And she goes, "Yeah, because her friend Eugene." And I said, "You're right. I love that. I love that idea." So that's why it's so simple for the chair. And, you don't want to do anything too extravagant and, overwhelm the piece. So I like the simple bee. And then on the, piece of plywood, we were going kind of back and forth. She was like, "Let's do, 3 bees or a beehive, or like a bee, a beehive, and then a bee." And I was like, I don't, that's a lot of bees, and I don't know, maybe that's just too much. So we're thinking. And my family loves to wear black. We wear black often, like most families do. And we love the movie Mean Girls. So I said, let's just make it to say on Wednesday we wear black and combine 2 movies into one. So that was kind of the thought process of it all. Super fun, super, going back and forth. I love hearing my kids' ideas, and they really help my creative mind go, because kids have the most creative mind, I believe. They are very creative. So it was fun, and that's why she was in this video sanding, and then she ended up going fishing with her dad. So did my son. So that was their little fun day together. So this video is not sponsored by Cricut at all. I just really love what the Cricut can do. I love making just super simple projects for my kids and myself and my husband, you know, things around the house, and that's usually what I mainly use it for. I haven't really ventured out to doing like all the other stuff that I can do, but there's so much stuff that I can do, so, but just the simple stuff for now. So this is how I usually visually see what I'm doing. I'm a big visual person, so if I don't know what it looks like beforehand, then it's not gonna work. So I like to put on here the dimensions of my project. So this one was 12 by 24, and I just place it all on there the way I like it, the size, everything, the color, everything that it'll look like, so I know exactly what I'm getting and how it should come out and what it should look like. So this is my way of doing it. A lot of people do it, you know, a whole different way. They all have their special ways of, you know, making things work or visually seeing it. Some people visually see it without even having to do all this. So just whatever works for you and whatever floats your boat. So right here, I am just like double checking my sizes, making sure everything is exactly how I like it. They all match. And they will fit on the mat because I only have the 12 by 12 mat. You know, I know there's different size mats, but I only have the 12 by 12. So you just check the sizes, and then whenever you get done, you click make it, and you can adjust it on the little mats that you'll see like when you go to make it here in just a little bit. And then you can kind of like adjust where you want it, how far apart, because sometimes they'll squish them all together and then you have no room to cut, no room to anything. So you can adjust it, and that way, like right here, I didn't know if I wanted the black over, but it's all going to be white, and I can leave a little bit of space between. So, and then the B is going to be a different color, so I used a different mat. These are the colors I'm using, just white, and then I have gold. I buy these at Hobby Lobby, again, not sponsored. They just have really good deals for the smaller rolls. I don't need anything that's super large or, you know, a huge 6-foot roll or anything like that. So, these little small rolls work for me because I just do projects around the house or, you know, for my kids or whatever. So, that works for me. If you do t-shirts and you do it for like your company, obviously go buy the huge rolls. But here's a little snippet of the cutting process, and it doesn't take too long. At least this one didn't, just because it was, you know, the very most simplest designs I could have chosen. So yeah, this is it on the Cricut. So I wanted to show you some of the process of the weeding of the vinyl. Sometimes it's pretty easy like this. Sometimes it's pretty difficult. I mean, I've seen my mom do some that are like just absolutely insane. So I'm going to apologize right now for my camera skills from this point of the video on. It is rough. There's a lot going on, and I forgot I was videoing because I got so into the craft. I'm sure you guys have felt that or known that. And I was also recording in my small like little craft room. And just a heads up that if you're trying to put vinyl on painted items, the vinyl is very hard to stick. So just be careful as you're peeling it off. Don't try to rip it off or anything. This took me a good 5 minutes to, peel off the clear part to make sure I didn't rip anything, it didn't come off. I mean, you can see some of the pieces coming up. So just be very careful, be very patient, and in the end, it will turn out wonderful. So this was one of those instances that you guys didn't get to see the part of how I put this on because I was all in the way. All you saw was my sleeve, and it was a mess. But what I did was I measured the board. Even though I knew it was 24 inches, I wanted to get halfway, make sure it was, 12 inches. And then I folded the Wednesday um, part, the lettering, in half to make sure, I put the W and the S together, make sure it was in half, and then I line that up with the little mark that I put on the wood. That way, that is the center of the piece, and then I kind of go off that part. So Wednesdays was my main attraction for this sign, and then everything else just kind of fit in there along with the collar. I also folded that in half just to make sure it was equal because I'm a little OCD with that, but it all came out and it looked wonderful. I was pleasantly surprised and very happy with how it came out, and I'm excited to display it all day long and every day. here's a reminder of the before. A little rough around the edges, but you know, could use a lot of work. And here's the after. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. Thank you. Bye.